morning, good afternoon, and good evening. My name is Sir Meerkat, and welcome back to the Moto Meerkat channel. So today, it's time for the 5th episode of my F1 YouTuber Hotseat series. Now, if you haven't seen the previous episodes of the series, I'll make sure to leave a link to the playlist down in the description below or in a card up above in one of the corners. I always forget which one it is, but if that is the case and you have not seen them before, here are the rules so that you can play along at home, and make sure to let me know down in the comments below what score you managed to get. So the game show is going to run like this. Each episode, I have one of your favourite F1 YouTubers on to test how good their knowledge of the sport really is. The show is split into 4 rounds. We start with a relaxed, multiple choice round where the respective YouTuber has a 33% chance of getting the answer correct, so no excuses in that round. Then we move on to the picture round where we see if they can recognise F1 cars from various eras of the sport. Thirdly, we've got the Quickfire round where the YouTuber has 90 seconds to answer as many questions as they can correctly. And for the final round, since it is my game show, the last round centres around me and shows if you really are a loyal subscriber to the Moto Meerkat channel, even if I haven't really disclosed the answers before, but we'll forget that, So attempting to top the leaderboard today is the resident Gordon Ramsay lookalike. It is Aldas. How are you doing today, mate?
Oh my god, you just had to do it. You just had to do it, didn't you? I'm doing alright, mate. I'm doing alright. He's a cheeky little bugger, isn't he, this guy, honestly?
That's my whole brand image, mate. It's been a bit too cheeky. But yeah, welcome, mate, welcome. I remember the first video I watched of yours was actually the Silverstone 2019 vlog where you met loads of YouTubers. I remember that was one of the first times I stumbled across your channel, and I've been watching you ever since, mate. Love your content, so I'm very, very happy to have you on the show. Thank you for being here.
Well, I appreciate it, mate. I really do appreciate it. I've also been watching your content for a while now because you've been literally killing it. So yeah, definitely some fun videos. You're an interesting little character, not gonna lie. So yeah, no, I'm looking forward to today. It's gonna be this is gonna be chaos. So yeah, I'm very much looking forward to it.
Thank you for the kind words, buddy. So Mike was on last week as a friend of yours and a friend of mine. He didn't do incredibly, he did okay with a score of 18.5. So are you going to be continuing the I just want to beat Tomo movement, or are you going to be pushing for the top of the leaderboard today?
Listen, mate, I mean, the reason why I'm on here is because it's either number one or nothing. I'm on here to just win it all or go home as a loser. There's no finishing above Tomo, there's no finishing in third. I either want to beat Josh or nothing else.
I like that confidence. Are you ready to go?
Mate, I'm ready. Here we go.
Awesome. Without further ado, let's get in to the quiz. For the first round, multiple choice round, as I said, we've got 5 questions, and each question has 3 possible answers, and you need to choose which one you think is correct. First question. To the nearest 1,000 RPM, what does a Formula 1 car rev to? Is it A, 15,000 RPM? B, 16,000 RPM, or C, 17,000 RPM?
Wow, okay. I remember back in the day, they were much more like higher revving. They're not as high now. I think they used to go up to like something like 18 or something, so that was kind of crazy. I'm thinking it's either 15 or 16, but honestly, like most of these questions, it's going to be a punt in the dark. I'm going to go 16,000 RPM.
Incorrect for the first one, Aldas, mate. I'm afraid it was A, 15,000 RPM. You were right in saying that they have been capped. They did used to, go up to like 18, 19, 20,000 RPM, so that would have been pretty insane. We'll move on to the second question.
Start.
Don't be downhearted about it, mate. It's okay. You can still pick this back up. It's cool. So for question 2. As we all know, the Dutch Grand Prix should have been returning to the calendar in 2020, but who was the last driver to win a Grand Prix in the Netherlands? Is it A, Niki Lauda, B, Alain Prost, or C, Ayrton Senna?
Wow, okay, geez, these are easy ones, aren't they? Once again, I've absolutely no clue. When was the last time we even had like the Dutch Grand Prix? I'm gonna go Senna, but again, it's just a massive like punt in the dark. I think it's either Senna or Prost, but I'm gonna go Senna.
I'm afraid it's neither Senna or Prost. It's actually Niki Lauda who won the last one. So I was particularly mean on that. I believe the top 3 of the last race was Niki Lauda, Alain Prost, Ayrton Senna. So yeah, I was a bit mean on
Great,
that.
this is going so good, isn't it? This is going so good.
Sorry, what was that you were saying at the start about winning or going home a loser?
It's fine, mate. This is what I'm doing. I'm like starting slow and I'm gonna just absolutely smash it. Smash it.
Who do you think spoke these words? Everybody who knows Formula 1 knows McLaren and knows that it's the greatest team in Formula 1. Was it A, Lewis Hamilton, B, Zach Brown, or C, Sergio Perez?
Oh my days. Right, okay. I'm not gonna lie, it actually sounds like something that Zach Brown would say probably. But the fact that you've thrown in Sergio Perez there, it's probably like him from like 2013 or something. I'm gonna go with Zach Brown for some reason, just because obviously he went into McLaren probably like bigging them all up, so it sounds like something he would say, you know, really Americanized.
I definitely agree, it sounds like something he would say, but I'm afraid that was the red herring, mate. It was actually Sergio Perez.
Sounds about right.
I literally threw that in as a red herring, but like, haha, I'm gonna get it with this one. Ferrari were the last team to stick with a V12 engine in their F1 car. But what year did they finally give up the ghost and switch to V10 engines? Was it A, 1994, B, 1995, or C, 1996?
Oh my god. I know when the last, like, the V10 engines went and then when the V8s came, but the V12 ones, I think it was like 94, but I'm actually worried about saying my answer because it's probably like 96 or something. I'm actually gonna go 95 on this one, 1995.
Not quite, I'm afraid, mate. It was C, 1996 was the first time. They were, I believe, most if not all the grid stopped using V12s after 94, but Ferrari were the only team to say, no, we still want to use V12s in 95. And then finally, by the end of 95, they were like, fair enough, there's a lot more power being able to get out of the V10, so they switched to that for 96. On to the final question of the first round. I believe in you for this one. I believe in you. We're going to get a point for this first round, come on. So number 5, to the nearest 10, how many race wins do the Williams F1 team have? Is it A, 90, B, 110, or C, 130? I
still think they're like, obviously Ferrari is first, they've got like 200 and something. Mercedes has over 100. I think Williams are still ahead though. They've been in Formula 1 such a long time. I think Williams are still ahead of Mercedes. I'm gonna go 130. But again, I have no clue. Have I done it? 5 out of 5 wrong.
You have done it, mate. 5 out of 5 incorrect, I'm afraid to say. It was B, 110, because they actually have 114 race wins.
Have you noticed, every single time I'm like, I nailed it down to 2, and I'm like, oh, I think it's these 2, and then I always pick the wrong one.
You did. Oh, I've got a piece of paper to write down his score, and I've got nothing on it at the moment. So hopefully we can start to get a little bit better in this second round, mate. So for the second round, we have Guess That Car. So I've got 5 pictures of 5 cars from F1's past. So I need to know the manufacturer, the year that the car competed, and what position it finished in the championship for that year. So you get 1 point for each answer that you get correct, so 3 points up for grabs for each car. Are you ready to go?
Ready. Can't get any worse than the previous round, can it?
And the first one is coming through now.
So that is a Honda. It definitely looks like it's from, obviously, like the late kind of aero period of like 6, 7, or 8. That's a really cool livery though. They must have changed it up, to be honest. I'm gonna go Honda. I'm gonna go 2005, and I think they finished in 6th.
So that's 0 points for the first one, mate.
Jesus.
It was the Super Aguri from 2006, and they finished 11th. Dead last.
Oh my god, I just realised actually, do you know what? I think I've confused it with a Toyota for some reason. Oh my days.
You have.
Smashed it. 100%. I'm so good at this. This is so bad.
Now I feel even worse because that was supposed to be like the easy one to throw you in, and there's 2 really hard ones coming up.
That's fine, let's go for it. Let's just go.
Okay,
this could be the record. Yeah, you're right. Well done.
Thanks.
Oh my days. Is it really bad if I say Honda again, just because it genuinely looks Japanese? Like, I've no idea what it is again, by the way. I'm surprised, like, if a lot of people do, but it looks like Japanese Honda again, like, you know, white with red. I'm gonna go the Honda F1 team, because I think they were in Formula 1 for, like, during the 60s, and like, yeah, sometime during the 60s. I'm taking this like super serious now. I really like want to try and get at least like 10 years in. I'm gonna go like, actually no, I'm gonna go early 70s. I'm gonna go 1971, and I think they finished in 9th.
You picked up your first point, mate. 1 point from that car. Well done, buddy. So you were correct in saying it was a little bit of a giveaway with the Honda on the side, but I mean, that was the same as the last one, so you managed to work it out for this one. It was indeed the Honda, so well done for that. It was the
What year, though?
1968 Honda. So a little bit older than you thought, and they finished 6th. Right, I'll send you the third one now, mate. Come on.
Right, okay. I'm so torn. I don't think it's a McLaren. If it actually is, I'm gonna like actually go berserk. I don't think it's a McLaren because, or maybe it could be actually. I don't know. Oh my days! I've actually never seen this car, by the way. It's like powered by Alfa Romeo.
Neither had I. I think it's a bloody beautiful livery. When I saw it, I was like, wow.
Actually, do you know what? I think it might be a McLaren that might have just been powered by Alfa Romeo during like the early 80s or something, which is probably completely wrong. Again, I've never seen this car before. This is like so... Mate, you've definitely put in some hard ones. Where's all the cars from like 2010 and 2011? Jesus Christ. I've no clue. I'm gonna go McLaren because otherwise, if it isn't, then I'm just gonna look stupid anyway. And I'm gonna go like it's a huge car, so I think it could be like from the 80s. I'm gonna go like 1980. No, I'm gonna go 1978. Actually, I'm gonna go like during the Aero period. 1979. Right, final answer. 1979 McLaren. There you go.
Where do you think they finished, mate?
Oh, I think they did terrible. I think it was like probably. I'm gonna go 6th.
No points on that one, I'm afraid, buddy.
Okay.
You should have gone
right.
with the previous. It was not a McLaren. It was an Alfa Romeo, actually. I had no idea that Alfa Romeo had a Marlboro sponsorship at one point. So
I knew they were powered like I knew they powered some team, but I didn't realize they had a Marlboro sponsorship at any point. I've never seen that car before.
Yeah, neither had I. I thought it was such a dope livery. But yeah, Alfa Romeo 1982, and they finished 10th. Right, you were saying where's the newer cars? I'm here to brighten up your day, so we'll move on to the fourth car. Enjoy this one. I'm hoping for some points here, buddy.
So that is the So that is the 2011 Sauber, driven by Sergio Perez. 2011 Sauber, and they had a good year that year actually. Sergio Perez and Kamui Kobayashi actually did quite well. It wasn't as good as 2012, where they got some podiums though. I don't think they got any points in 2011. Okay, I'm actually taking this one very seriously. Where could they have finished? So Red Bull, Ferrari, McLaren in 2011 for sure. Renault, so they would have been 5th, as low as 5th. And I'm gonna go in. They finished in 5th.
So close, so close. 2 points though. So well done. Very proud of you. I'm like a proud dad. Sauber 2011, but they finished 7th.
Oh, damn.
So not
quite
as well as you thought.
Who was in front of them then, except for
I'm
the
not sure,
big teams at the time? I'm actually interested, because they had a good season. Sergio Perez is first, I think. I don't know, to be fair, I don't know if that is Sergio Perez now. It doesn't look like his helmet, but definitely...
I think it's Pedro de la Rosa, yeah.
Yeah, that's what, because Sergio Perez had a big crash in Monaco in 2011. So this might have been from the Canadian Grand Prix or something, because Pedro de la Rosa was like the reserve driver at the time. I do know Formula One.
So.
This might actually shock some of you guys. I do know Formula One. Jesus Christ, this has actually this has gone even worse than I thought it would.
You were so gassed at the start, so ready. I'm so sorry, man. I brought you down.
Because I was smashing it. I've been watching these since the first episode, and I was like smashing it because all the questions were like the David Coulthard question. There was like he said, with the crystal balls. I was like, I know all of these, and then you just absolutely kill me.
It's always the case. People come on here and they're like, oh mate, I did so well in the previous episode, and then they come on and they get like 2 points. So I've got the constructors up for you. So in 2011 it was obviously Red Bull won it, McLaren was 2nd, Ferrari 3rd, Mercedes 4th, Renault 5th, Force India 6th, and then Sauber 7th.
Really? Force India? Damn. Fair enough. Fair play.
Yeah.
Paul Di Resta, I remember, did a decent job that year actually.
We will move on to the final car of the round. Another newer car, so hopefully some further points.
So that is the 2016 Ferrari. Ferrari actually in 2016 were fairly strong, I remember. I mean, I know they didn't win anything, didn't win any races, but they still actually finished a lot on the podium. So I'm thinking Ferrari 3rd or 4th. Did Williams? No, I think Ferrari definitely 3rd actually for sure. So yeah, I'm going to go Ferrari 2016 and I'm going to go 3rd because I think it was Mercedes and then Red Bull, because Red Bull won a few races in 2016 obviously with Max and Daniel. So
mate, you'll see when you watch this back, I was absolutely gassed when you said 3rd. That is 3 points from the final picture. Well done, mate. I'm so proud of you. 6 points coming out of the second round. Not disastrous. Not disastrous. It's okay. We only got about, 11 points?
That's definitely kind, I think.
11 points to catch up with Tomo. So there's 15 questions available if you would have the time in the quickfire round, so it can be done. So the goal is to answer as many questions as you can correctly in 90 seconds. If you don't know the answer, you can pass and I'll move on, but you cannot go back to a question that I previously asked. Also, something that I didn't mention in other episodes, I think now I've said that in 4 episodes, so I can stop saying that bit now. If you know what the answer is before I finish the question, which for some of these I think you might, because some of the questions were quite long, feel free to shout out the answer. Don't feel bad interrupting me, mate, it's absolutely no problem. So 1 point for each correct answer. And I'm really hoping that you don't skip all of the questions because I don't want to run out of them. So are you ready to go, mate?
I'm ready. Ready as I'll ever be.
Awesome, okay. We will start. 3, 2, 1. Who did Fernando Alonso famously crash into at the 2016 Australian Grand Prix?
Gutierrez.
Correct. Who was the first British F1 World Drivers' Champion?
Mike Hawthorne.
Correct. What odd rule was put in place for 2014 but immediately revoked the season after?
Double points at the end of in the final race.
Correct. What were F2 and F3 previously known as?
GP2 and GP3.
Correct. What company produced the cars for those spec series?
Ooh, Dallara.
Correct. Where did Fangio win his first Grand Prix?
Ooh, I'm not sure. Silverstone.
Incorrect. Monaco. What did Brazilian footballer Pelé forget to do at the 2002 Brazilian Grand Prix?
No clue, skip.
He waved the checkered flag. What engine supplier most recently entered the sport?
Honda.
Incorrect. Renault. What was Kimi Raikkonen begging for someone to give him at the 2017 Azerbaijan Grand Prix?
Steering wheel.
Yeah, I'll give you that. Gloves and steering wheel.
Gloves and steering wheel.
How many dry weather tyre compounds were there in 2018?
5.
Incorrect. 7. What is the predominant colour on Lewis Hamilton's 2020 helmet?
2020, purple.
Correct. And the timer has just finished, so I'll leave you on this final one. What year was the Constructors' Championship first established?
1958.
Correct. Well done, buddy. That was a solid effort. Very, very solid effort.
I completely.
How
Was
you
it
feeling after
really?
that one?
Was it really Renault for the engines? Damn, I thought it was Honda. I think the Lotus in 2012 used Renault engines.
Did it?
I'm not sure. Anyway, I'll leave it. I'll leave that one to you. I think. I think
Let's
Renault.
have a look. I
powered
want to
the,
give you the
Lotus
point
team.
if I can. Okay then. I'll happily give you the point then, mate. No problem at all.
I had to fight for it. I have to fight for these
No,
points.
that's fair
you know?
enough. No, that's fair enough. I believe with that extra point, you're on 15 points going into the final round. So Tomo obviously is at the bottom of the table with 17. So you're going to need to get all 3 of these points right to be able to jump him in the leaderboard.
So let's move on to the how much I stalk Moto Meerkat round.
Yes, as Aldas has said, the 4th round is all about me. A really, really lovely round for myself. Boost my ego hugely, which is fantastic.
The funny thing is, the only thing I know, by the way, just going into you guys, the only thing I know about Moto Meerkat is how old he is, and that is it. That is it, literally.
How old am I then?
20.
There you go. Well, sadly, that isn't one of the questions, so no point for that, mate. So yeah, 3 questions, each are worth a point, basically how much you stalk me. Let's begin with the first question. What camera do I use to record my videos?
Canon.
I'm going to need a bit more detail than that, mate.
What? Oh my... Jesus Christ, I don't know. I'm going to go
I
Canon.
can't just let you have the biggest camera brand.
That's what you meant. How many Canon? That's like saying, what car do I drive? And saying like, okay, don't worry. That's a bad example. Okay, Canon. I'm going to go Canon 90D, because that's like the most popular one.
That is the most popular one, but was not the cheapest when I was buying them. So I had the 700D, mate.
Well, I got the D right.
Sorry about that. I mean, you got the D right and you got the Canon, so I'm happy to give you a half point there, mate.
Go for mate.
Because I'm feeling
if
so
you're giving
lovely.
it, I'm taking it. Like I need all of them.
Can we clip that, please?
No, we're not. No. You're giving it, I'm taking it.
Aldas talking about points there, definitely.
Quickly moving on.
What date did I upload my first video onto the Moto Meerkat channel? So I'll let you have to the nearest week. So if you say any date in the same week as the video was in, you can have the point. Firstly, let's get the month down.
Yeah, let's go for that one.
And then we'll go for the date.
Let's get the month down. I'm gonna go. Let's think. The first time I saw your videos, like around February, March, somewhere there. I think you started your channel. I think you've been growing quite well. You've been doing quite well for yourself. So I think I'm actually gonna go, February of this year. Let's go, I don't know, February like the 1st or something. I've no idea in terms of like the date. The 1st of February.
I mean, that is so close that I think I might give it to you if I extend my 7 days. Let's go back to... No. So it was actually January the 24th was when I uploaded my first video. Oh my god, it's the the first is 8 days after that.
One day out. 1 day out. This is just, oh my days. Nah, it's okay. I didn't get it. It's fine. I can't believe how close I am.
So
do you know what? I'm actually genuinely proud of how close I even am to that. I don't even know when I first...
That was a really solid effort.
That's mad. I'm actually proud of that.
No, fair play, thank you. And thank you for being such a loyal subscriber from the start, mate. That's very kind of you.
I knew it was at the start of 2020 because like I started watching your videos in February, but I didn't know whether... I don't think I was there from like the first day, so I thought, oh, maybe January. You know, I didn't catch his channel for like a month. But I was like, I'll just do a little bit before I started watching. So I was like, 1st of February. I can't believe it. A day.
Last question. What is the name of the karting series that I race in?
Absolutely no clue. Formula 1 World Championship. No, I've no clue. I'm gonna go like...
No idea.
The British Club 100 Championship.
I'm close. You got the British, but it's the British Universities Karting Championship. With 15.5 points, I'm gonna have to extend the board to a second half and whack you on there. So you've managed to slip into 6th place out of 6.
I'm gonna just absolutely smash it.
Mate, how do you feel?
Yeah, I'm not feeling too good, to be honest. It probably wasn't my best result. Definitely in terms of like the thing that killed me was that first round. Like some of those questions, like the V12 one, I was like, oh my days. So yeah, definitely. I think I do know Formula 1. Like I felt like I brought a little bit back with the kind of, you know, quickfire round, but yeah, just absolutely terrible. I clearly need to go back to the Formula 1 Wikipedia page more.
Yeah, we do need to clear up. Aldas genuinely does know a lot about Formula 1 and is very good with his content on his channel of letting everyone know about information. But sadly here, we haven't done the best. So I do genuinely feel quite bad
It's all right, mate.
that you haven't managed to get on. But I feel like now I'm going to release the video and there's not even going to be a retweet. You're not going to be wanting people to see this.
What is it? What is it? Copyright. That's what I'm gonna do. That's
Copyright strike.
That's what copyright strike that.
Sorry, mate, but thank you for being on anyway. Did you enjoy yourself at least?
I did. I loved it. I love these kind of like, I'm not, as you can tell, probably not that good at them, but I do love like quizzes and stuff like that. And thank goodness I'm better at university exams than I am at this one. So
thank you for being on, buddy. Yeah, hopefully your uni results will be. I'm sure they will be a lot better than that. But as I said at the start of the video, Aldas was one of the first motorsport creators that I actually was watching after sort of the like main massive boys like WTF1 and all that lot, and I've been watching his content ever since, and it continues to impress me, mate. So I would definitely recommend everyone watching this, if you haven't already, to go over to Aldas's channel and drop him a cheeky little subscribe because you're not going to regret it. Thank you all so much for watching another episode of my YouTuber Hotseat series. Make sure to drop a like down below if you enjoyed me grilling Aldas. It was a serious grill today. So let me know down in the comments who you'd like to see on my next episode in the series, and be sure to subscribe to the channel while you're at it so you don't miss one of those new episodes. But again, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see all of you meerkats later. Goodbye, guys.